What's up, YouTube? In this video I'm going to show you how to do a basic field stripping and cleaning of your Glock. This particular model is a Glock 23 .40 caliber. Glocks all pretty much break down the exact same way, so it's not going to really be any different for another kind of Glock. So we'll safety check it. Take out the magazine, eject any chambered round, and we're clear. And close the slide. To break down a Glock, you're going to have to dry fire it. So to do that, you need to make absolutely sure, double check and triple check that there's no round in the chamber. And once you're sure, close the slide, point the gun in a safe direction and pull the trigger. Glocks are a striker fired system, so there's no harm in dry firing it, so don't worry about it. Okay, once you dry fired it and you see the trigger is in the decocked position, what you're going to do is, let's see, let me come around the back of the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. You're going to want to hold it like this with your thumb behind the dovetail right here, and your fingers over top the slide. You're going to want to take your other hand and put it on the slide release right here on both sides, and you're going to pull down when you have the Glock in your hand like this. You're going to pull the slide back just barely enough to where you can pull the slide release down with your fingers. You see that's barely a millimeter back. If you pull it too far back, you're going to cog the hammer or the striker, and you're going to have to dry fire it again. So pull it back just a little bit, pull the slide release, and then let the slide come forward. And there you go. It just slides right off. To continue field stripping it, you're going to just pull the spring out with the guide rod, and the barrel just comes right out like that. And this is a field strip Glock. If you're just doing a basic cleaning after shooting, this is as much as you have to take it down. Okay, to clean the Glock, what we're going to do, or what you're going to need is, obviously you're going to need some gun solvent. Hops number 9. It's probably my favorite, what I use normally. And then some lubricant. Hops number 9 again. You're going to want to have your the little tool they give you with your Glock case, and the little brush works perfect. Just screw it right on there. And what you're going to do is, I'm not going to actually do it because this Glock is clean. I just cleaned it the other day. What you're going to do is you're going to take your Hops number 9 solvent, just dip your little scrubby brush in it, and run it through the barrel. Just run it through it good, break up any debris in there. Then what you're going to want to do is take your brush, dip it in the solvent, and you're going to want to go all over this thing with solvent. You don't have to put a lot on there, just a little bit. Scrub it. Scrub the feed ramp good. Just get everything nice and clean. Okay. Once you got that, you're gonna take your slide, and the little thin part of this brush works really good for cleaning in these grooves. You're just gonna dip this in the solvent and clean in these grooves on the rail right here real good. Get any debris out. Clean the front here. You'll have some debris on the front from the blast. whatever you want to call it. But just clean the firing pin right here, scrub it real good. One thing to note, you don't see it on mine because I've put a lot of rounds through it, so it's kind of worn off. But on newer Glocks, you'll see a little copper-looking residue right here, about here. What it is, it's a lubricant they put on from the factory. If you can help it, don't remove that. That really helps in prolonging the life of the gun, which, I mean, it's a Glock. It's going to last forever anyway. But you should try and leave that if you can. Try not to scrape all that off. But just give it a good brushing all around. Good cleaning right here. And as for the rest of it, didn't really get too dirty. I mean, you can go over the little locking block a little bit if you want to. You'll definitely want to get right here because you'll have some clouding from where the rounds went off, or whatever you want to call it. But just clean that off good. And another thing you're definitely going to want to have is some nice clean swatches. Since this is a 40 cal, you know, you're going to have the bigger ones work pretty good. You know, you don't want to use like a 22 cleaning kit swatch because you won't really get in there really good. But what you're going to want to do is take off your little scrubby brush. And run you a clean path through the little hole, pull it through. And you can, redip it in the solvent and run it through the barrel a couple times. Just go back and forth, both directions. And you're going to, want to rub all the solvent out of it. And then you're going to want to take a clean patch and then just go along the outside of the barrel and in the little groove right here, and just get it real clean with the solvent and whatnot. And you want to do the same for the slide. Just try and run and get any dirt and grime out of these little grooves right here on the slide. So once you have gone through enough patches and they're fairly clean, you're not getting any more grime out of it, then you're going to wipe off all the gun solvent, wipe it off the locking block here if you put it on there, and clean it off here where the firing pin is. Just get the solvent off everything. Next step is you're going to want to lubricate the weapon. For the barrel, you're going to want to take a clean patch and put about a drop or two of the lubricant on it and just run it through 1 or 2 times. Then you're going to take another patch, put a drop or 2 on it, and just coat the outside of the barrel. Get in this little groove right here, just all over it, just rub it in. Just keep it lubricated. For the slide, you're going to want to place a drop of the lubricating oil in the little groove right here on each side, and you're going to take a clean patch and just kind of fold it over so you get a nice little corner on it, and just spread that one drop all the way down the slide on both sides so it's nice and lubed up there. And what I always do is I just put a drop right here in the little grouping, whatever this is. I don't really know the technical term for it, but then you're basically done. You're just going to take your slide, Drop your barrel in. Replace your guide rod. Snap it in real good. Slide it back on. Check it to make sure it's functioning properly. And you're done. That's a clean Glock. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.